Ladies and gentlemen, today's a very, very hot day. I'm in my vest. I'm not here to flex. I'm just here because of comfort. Yeah, I'm in the vest because of comfort. It's going to be 30, the low 30s in London. Well, I'd say Tuesday, Wednesday. And I tell you what, I can't cope, man. I don't know if where you guys it's very hot, but here it's unbearable. But we're not here for the weather forecast. We're here for the match prediction for Ghana versus England. But before I go any further, you know what I'm going to say, guys. Please subscribe, please comment, please like the video. There'll be a watch along for the England game. Plus, there's a lot of World Cup stuff going on. So help me get in the algorithm. That's what I need you guys to do. And I'm also doing a shirt giveaway at 500 subscribers. I'm going to be doing a lucky draw for all my subscribers. And whoever obviously wins will get a shirt for their club, or if they want a country of their choice, it'll be happening. So yeah, to help me get to that mark, I need your guys' support. England versus Ghana. It's going to be an interesting game, of course. There's a lot of Ghanaians in the UK. And I've asked a few Ghanaians how they feel about England and Ghana playing and who they prefer to win. Now, 90% of them have said to me they prefer England to win, which is great. I obviously want England to win because we need to bring the cup home. And we're seeing a different England side. We're seeing a side which is not picked based off names, which I mentioned before. And the Croatia game actually taught us a lot. Now, the Croatia game, I had it at 2-0. But unfortunately, we conceded 2 goals. And I was at the YouTube event hosted by Robbie Lyle. And there was other YouTube creators there. And I went around, speaking about what their match predictions were. And a lot of people said 2-0. And if you want to see that video, it'll be at the end of this. Make sure you click it. It's a nice vlog about fellow creators as well. And one of my brothers, Erkin Hassan, he was with me and actually got me into the event. And, he also had a scoreline, but nobody ever said 4-2. But I think for the Ghana game, I'm not going to say it's going to be easier, but I don't feel like Ghana is on the same level as Croatia. But the thing is with this World Cup, there's so many surprises. You can't really underestimate no one. Like, Netherlands versus Japan, I felt like Netherlands were really poor. And I felt like when they played Sweden, it was probably going to be a very close game, but it actually didn't. End up being, 4-5-1? And Sweden actually did play well that game for some spells, but if you saw the match and saw the end scoreline, you wouldn't believe that reflected the performance of Sweden. It's so mad, this World Cup. It's a bit strange, obviously, the things that are going on in terms of scorelines and certain teams winning. And I feel like with England, they have a real solid chance of lifting the World Cup this year. And I think the first game, what it taught us is that the shape, the manager, Thomas Tuchel, has implemented a great structure, which I don't think I've seen in the England team before. Now, I know it's only one game. This game against Ghana will show that, okay, is this going to be carrying on? Or was that Croatia game just a one-off? But it taught us that England can press. It taught us that there's some names which were mentioned, and I feel like some players were done quite harsh, which is Anthony Gordon. But, I mean, players like Rashford, who had a bad spell at Man United last season, and obviously went to Barcelona, had a great season. And look, he came on. He did a fantastic job for England, managed to get a goal. The set pieces, again, Arsenal are impact. I'm not going to make this video about Arsenal. I'm not going to be one of those fans that say, yep, because of Arsenal, England won. No. But, I mean, look, just the strength that Arsenal has, which is set pieces through the season, it's been replicated into England. And all those fans that were saying, guys, you lot won because of set pieces. Look, if it's getting the job done, it doesn't really matter. Once we saw that 4-2 scoreline at the 90th minute, no one gave 2 craps about the way we scored. All that mattered was the importance of the win. Harry Kane, another vital piece. He, by far, best striker in the world for me personally. He definitely deserves the Ballon d'Or if he wins the World Cup. A lot of people saying Declan Rice, but no, it's Harry Kane, mate. Harry Kane, he is dangerous. I think he's the best England player for me right now on that team. But I mean, the defence, Nico O'Reilly, first World Cup, playing fantastic. I mean, the midfield as well. Bellingham, he looked like his old self. And the thing is, I feel like with this England team now, I don't know about you guys at home, you can let me know, but there seems like they're a bit more together. And I felt like in the past, probably a bit of politics, like you play for West Ham, you play for Arsenal, you play for Man United, but there feels like a real togetherness now. And that's just from the first game. Now, again, it's only just the first game. When you see it, across the Ghana game, and you see it across the knockout stages. But this England team looks very, very promising. It just seems different. It just seems like the way they play is a lot more fluid. It looks a bit more confident. Now, they did have that underneath Southgate as well. Southgate managed to reach 2 finals. But we have a German manager. We know the experts at winning cups, especially international level. And, it'd be interesting to see what happens with this Ghana game. Ghana kicked off their campaign with a win over Panama. It was 1-0. And I think for the Ghanaians, it's an important match as well. If, this group, I feel like it's very interesting. I feel like Ghana and I feel like England will definitely qualify, of course, if they win or draw. But what it is just a confidence boost. Every game you win is just a bit more confidence moving to the next stage. So how do I feel like the team needs to line up? I feel like the way England started the last game, it was great. I mean, the only surprise selection I remember was obviously Saka not playing and Madueke. But I don't know if it's because Saka's had a long season. But I think if Declan Rice sat out this game because of, all the fatigue he's had over the whole season. And do you know what? He's played every single game almost for Arsenal. And then you've not really had a break because, bam, you're straight in England camp. And then you've got the friendlies. And then you've got the actual World Cup. I feel like at the end of the day, the guy's only human. He's going to start feeling a few things. And that's the reports obviously coming out that, he wasn't feeling 100% midway through the England game. But I feel like we'll start from the back this time. We're going to go with, obviously, Jordan Pickford, a.k.a. T-Rex arms. But again, he's had... he's been doing well, and I think the 2 goals that Croatia scored were fantastic. Croatia, they're not a bad side. They're wicked. They've gone to the final, and even though they've got an age team, it just shows you, class is permanent, mate, with some of these players. But with right back, obviously, Reece James playing great, Ezri Konsa, and I think even John Stones or Mark Gahey. John Stones played really well. And I think we'll stick with the 2 centre-backs, John Stones. And I think left-back, Nico O'Reilly. I think the back 4 were fantastic. I did pick Gahey for my first team sheet when we played Croatia. But I think the way they set up was fantastic. In the middle, Elliot Anderson. He played really well. And he played the whole 90 minutes. And then in place of Declan Rice, I think Kobbie Mainoo will do a fantastic job to fill in for Declan Rice. If Declan Rice was rested, of course. Number 10, I'm going to go with Jude Bellingham. Right wing, I think Madueke getting that penalty, the burst of pace, taking on players, is good confidence. So I think he will probably start again. I think because Ghana's not Croatia, and I think you'd want to rest your top players, obviously for the knockout stage. So Madueke on the right, up front Harry Kane. And then on the left, I know a lot of people saying Gordon didn't really have a great game. I feel like Gordon did all right. I feel like we're kind of doing him a bit harsh. And we know Rashford scored, but I'm just going to throw Rashford in there on the left wing. So Rashford on the left wing. And the scoreline I'm going to go for this time is... I know I said 2-0 for the Croatia game. But England let in 2 goals. For this one, I'm going to say 3-1. I think 3-1's a fair scoreline. I think Ghana will probably score. Not to say that England defence is trash, but I feel like they will score. And I think England will score 3. The goal scorers, I'm going to say Harry Kane 2. I'm going to say Marcus Rashford as well. 2 players on form, 2 players with the goals in the previous game. So why not? So yeah, that's my match prediction. That's my team sheet. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you check the vlog out. That'll be at the end of this video in the corner. And yeah, there'll be a watch along for this. So make sure you stay tuned and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.